Right. Is it recording? Amazing. Well, Costa Rica jungle life definitely has its challenges and its beauty. Um, the beauty is that I get to teach from my home space here with a beautiful jungle backdrop. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Tish, and I am one of the founding members of Anima Viva. And we actually decided to create this short mini series for our upcoming Anima Viva experiences so people can start to really connect with who we are, how we teach, how we show up, and really what we care for and value in the world. And so, one of the things that I'm very passionate about is sharing Qigong. And I will share that as a student of yoga for the last 15 years, I only discovered Qigong about 4 years ago. I always thought that Qigong was this old man standing there doing all these forms, and it didn't really make sense to me until I got really sick and I suffered from Epstein-Barr virus as well as mold toxicity, and I had chronic fatigue. And I discovered medical qigong. And so medical qigong is actually a practice that in, the olden days, the Taoists would prescribe certain forms for people with certain issues and the bladder and the brain meridian. And we're going to be working with the element of water. A very work hard. And a lot of time my kidney chi gets depleted. And so if at any time during this practice that we're going to be sharing, if the video freezes or I kind of go away and come back in, this is going to be the nature as I'm recording this from my phone and I'm using my phone Wi-Fi. Please just bear with me. And I'm going to give you all about 2 minutes or so to play your playlist. If you haven't already, you can see in the chat, there's a link to a playlist if you feel like you wanted to have some soft background music in the back. And then if you don't already have a little bit of water close by, maybe grab some water, and then we'll go into the practice. Thank you so much for being here. I'll be with you in 1 minute. All right, so we're going to begin. So just to give everybody kind of like a little insight, I cannot see you on my screen. So I'm going to trust that you're going to listen deeply to what I'm guiding you through in these forms. And the most important thing to remember with Qigong is that we're working with the meridian system, which is also the energy body. And so we're going to move slow. We're going to be present with our movements by following our breath. And so, unlike yoga, it's really about stretching and expanding and feeling the openings. Qigong is all about listening to the openings of the channels. And so, let's begin. We'll stand in Uji posture. So, you can bring your feet hips distance apart. Just let them land in front of you. Have your toes face forward. And then just let your arms rest by the side. Imagine that you're being pulled up through your crown up towards the heavens, and imagine that your feet are sinking into the earth. And so as we close our eyes here, I would like for you to start connecting in with your breath. And so taking the inhale for 4. And at the top of your inhale, you can exhale through your mouth for 6. And so the way that medical Qigong works is we're first going to be warming up, and then we're going to work with forms that supports purging and releasing. And then after that, we're going to be working with tonification and cultivating qi. And at the end, we'll seal that. So as you're breathing in for 4 counts, I invite you now, you can just watch me. Bring your hands out to the side and inhale and expand your arms out for 4. And then as you exhale, bring the hands towards one another for 6. Again, inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just keep breathing like this. This is how we drop into a regulated nervous system. And so for many of us, I'll speak for myself, the world is going and rushing at a pace that feels super overwhelming. And this practice right here, this form of inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 6, is a really incredible tool to help regulate the nervous system. Start to close your eyes and drop into the movement. See and sense if you can feel a tingling sensation in your hands and into the earth, grounding you, connecting you, stability. And let's do one more round of this. Inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhaling. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Allowing your hands to rest on your lower dantian. So for women, your left is going to go over your right. And for men, your right is going to go over your left. And so as we're working with the intention of cultivating qi in the liver, in the kidney, as well as the bladder meridian, I would like for you to imagine a body of water. The most beautiful lake or ocean, could be a river or a waterfall. And just feel yourself connecting to this water. Imagine that your feet is touching and kissing this water. Taking a moment to slow down and feel into the waters inside of your body. The waters that nourishes your bones, your kidneys, your bladder, and that carries the blood inside of your body. Inhale, slowly extending your arms out, and then bringing your arms forward in front of you, forming an upward facing triangle, facing out in front of your heart. And with this, we're taking a moment to call in all of the nature spirits to support our practice today. Bring your gaze through this upward facing triangle, and then breathing in through and into your bladder and the back of your kidneys. Bringing this triangle now facing downward, coming down towards your womb, your heart, your lower dantian. And then extending your arms out, bend your knees slightly, reaching up towards the sky and the heaven. And so we're opening up our practice with what is called pulling heaven down to earth. Imagine that you're catching a big ball of golden light, and then let that ball of light drop into your arms and your hands, and like a waterfall, washing, cleansing, and clearing any stagnant energy or any kind of energy that is no longer serving your highest good. Slowly and mindfully, feel the cleansing and clearing. Inhale, extend the arms back up. Fill your hands with golden liquid light, and now let it wash over the back of your body, the back of your skull, the back of your neck, the back of the heart, the internal organs, and all the way down the kidneys, the sacrum, the back of the legs, and the feet. And the last one, pulling up earth energy, connecting to the sky and the heavens, and pulling that ball of light down into your central channel, imagining there's an opening at the crown of your head, filling your central channel with golden liquid light. And then taking a moment to rest, notice and sense, feel what emotions is alive here for you today. The kidney relates to the emotion of fear. So take both of your hands and rub them together briskly, creating a warmth and life force. And then place both of them onto your kidneys, the left and the right. And take a moment here to feel that warm sensation of life force flowing into your kidneys. And take a moment to close your eyes as you connect in and perhaps ask yourself, what am I fearing in life right now? Do I have any fears that is alive that I can work with today? And just be in the space of listening and receiving insights from your kidneys. So the kidney meridian runs in your inner back of your legs, through the front line of your stomach, and up through your diaphragm. So what we're going to do now is we're going to trace the back legs through the front line and bring this energy back up to our kidney. So you're going to inhale, and you're going to fold forward, trace the back of your legs, exhaling. Bring your hands over your feet and then trace the inside of your legs, coming up through your stomach into your diaphragm. Take a deep breath in, and then bring your hands back to your kidneys. Take a moment here to breathe into your hands. Imagine that your hands have these healing energies to support the life force that's being cultivated in your kidneys. Taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you fold forward and you trace the back of your legs, where the meridian point runs all the way through the big toe, coming into the inner thighs and the inner legs, over the bladder, all the way up to the diaphragm, and then back to the kidneys. And we're going to do one more round like that. Take a deep breath in, bring your hands to your kidneys. And as you exhale, you fold forward, tracing the back of the legs, stimulating the meridian points of the kidney, pulling up into the inside of the legs, over the bladder, up the diaphragm, and let the hands rest again on the kidneys. Take a moment here to notice, sense, and feel if you can feel any subtle shifts and how nourishing that feels to trace the meridian points of your kidney. From here, create little fists like this and just gently start to tap on your kidneys. So an interesting fact is that your left kidney actually sits a little bit higher than your right kidney. So just keeping that in mind. And that your left, so the organs of the kidney is actually the only organ that has yin and yang energy. So the left kidney holds the yin energy and the right kidney holds the yang energy. So keep tapping very lightly here. And then from here, just bring your hands over and start tapping on your bladder, on your lower dantian. And this is a really great exercise to do every morning when you wake up, is just to start waking up the body by tapping. Coming now to the hips. And we're going to move down the sides of the legs. Tapping over the feet and coming in the inside of the legs. We'll do two more like those. Inhale and exhale as you tap down, releasing any kind of stuck, stagnant energy. And then inhale, tapping the front of the legs. And then tapping the back of the legs. Again, front of the legs and back of the legs. Good. And then from here, bring your tapping up towards your chest and the side body. And then over your shoulders, tapping your head and the sides of your face. Open your jaw a little bit here. And then just move that energy off you like this. Good. From here, we're going to move into what we call heel dropping. So heel dropping is very similar to shaking, and most of you experience shaking. However, with the kidney, we're not trying to shake so intensely that we're going into some kind of trance. We're lifting our heels and we're dropping it. We're lifting our heels and we're dropping it. And why we're doing this? This is actually to bring vibration into the bones. So even though we might think that the bones are hard, it actually is covered by this soft tissue that is nourished by water and the kidneys. And so the bone health is really directly related to the kidney health. And so just by doing this, by bringing vibration into the bones every day, we can keep our bones strong and healthy. So now we can bring a little bit of hand movement and arm movement. And again, we're not trying to shake vigorously and getting ourselves into some kind of trance. We're just noticing and sensing this feeling of this vibration of the bones. Bringing your arms out a little bit here. And then over the head. Moving the wrists. Getting all of those channels open for energy to move and to flow. Take a moment here just to notice if you can have a little smile on your face, a smile in your heart, a smile in your lower dantian, just feeding your entire body with this essence and this jing of smiling to yourself. And then from here, bend your knees, take a deep breath in, bring your arms up, and exhale, folding forward. So this is really great in terms of detoxification and purging. So we're moving into the second part of our medical Qigong practice. Inhaling and exhaling, moving through the mouth. Inhaling. So our kidneys is really our batteries of our entire body and of our life force energy. So if we don't feed our batteries life force, it is believed that the jing that lives inside of our kidneys can actually be depleted. So once I started getting really sick from all of the chronic fatigue, this practice really saved me. And I was able to feel life force coming back into my kidneys and to my body. Last three. Notice, sense, and feel any light shift, any tingling sensation, and bring your awareness back to that body of water where you can see and you can feel the nourishment of this body of water, perhaps a beautiful still lake or a crater, or perhaps a flowing river and waterfall or ocean. And just connect in with the energy, the life force energy of water. For water is life. And without our life force in our kidneys, we will feel depleted. We will see that as we age faster. We will see that the bones in our bodies start to crumble. And we will potentially even lose our hearing as the kidneys is directly connected to our ears. And so moving now onto our ears, we're going to rub our hands together briskly. And you're going to cup your ears like this. You're going to cover them. So maybe first look at what I'm doing before you do it. Otherwise, you won't be able to hear me. You're going to cup your ears. You're going to press into your ears. And you're going to release it. Press and release. Press and release. And now before you press again, I want you to inhale, bring your arms up and fold forward. Because we're working with the spinal fluid. And bring your arms to the side and swing from left to right. And as we're going to come up, we're going to be cupping the ears again, okay? So bring your hands towards your ears. Take an inhale
And round your spine as you come up and cup your ears 3 times.
And then let that go. Notice, sense, and feel the direct connection that runs from the kidneys all the way up to the ears. I mean, the ears even looks like our kidneys. So again, inhale, bring your arms up and over. Exhale, folding forward. Grab your hands and swing from left to right. Bring your awareness into your right and your left kidney. And then as you're going to inhale, you're going to cup the ears and you're going to roll your spine up and you're going to press into the ears 3 times. And release. Notice, sense, and feel. And we're going to do this one more time. Inhale, extend the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Grabbing the arms, swinging from left, tune into the left, the yin kidney, tune into the right, the yang of the kidney. Grab your ears, cupping them as you inhale and rolling back up. And exhale. Now take your hands and just press into the bones of the outsides of the ears, giving your ears a little massage here. And then take your index fingers and gently pressing into your ears. There's an ear bone going up, and just at the bottom, there's a little soft area. And so this is incredible for regulating your nervous system. So make little circles going forward 3 times. Just gently, don't press too hard. It's just stimulation. And then exhale, and then go backwards for about 3 times. Oh, this feels so good. And release. Close your eyes, hands on your lower dantian. Visualize and see the body of water in front of you. And this time, I want you to ask yourself, what is my relationship to rest? Do I take time for resting? And do I make resting and sleeping a priority in my life? And just sit with that inquiry as we sit by the water and can deeply listen. So we're now going to be moving over a little bit more to working with the bladder meridian. So the bladder meridian basically runs from the ears up over the head, down the spine, down the back of the legs and up. So we're going to be working a lot with spinal movements. That's really important for supporting the bladder, which is really the holding vessel. You're going to be doing standing cat-cow movement. So your arms are going to come in, your chest and your chin to your chest. Bend your knees lightly, and then as you exhale, open up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So really focusing and bringing your awareness to the side and both the right side and the left side of your spine, knowing that your bladder meridians are running through there and that we're actually infusing it now with movement, with chi, with life force. So we went from the ear, and the ear goes, the meridian runs over the head, down the back of the spine, all the way down into the big toes. Last 3. And 2. And 1. And this time, open your arms out and now fold forward and just let your hands rest on the back of your knees. So the back of your knees is also where the bladder meridian are running through. And make a little fist, and you're going to tap on the back of your knees there, very lightly. And now move your hands down to your calves, in the center of your calves, and taps a little bit there.
And now bringing it up to your thighs and the back of your thighs and just tap there. So those are the 3 points really where the line run down. So take your hands and just sweep it down the back of your legs and then come back up. Whew, take a moment to sense, feel, and notice. You can feel any energy moving there. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to be cleansing and clearing the right and the left hemispheres of our brain. So you're going to take your hand, wrap it over your shoulder, inhale and exhale through the diaphragm, right? So I can't do it with my mic that well, but you're going to bring your hand rubbing over your diaphragm. Because why the diaphragm? Because the bladder meridian runs through the diaphragm. So we're stimulating this part of our body. So when you think of your bladder, what is your relationship with your bladder? Do you have issues? Do you have UTIs or any kind of like pain in your bladder? Like, what is your relationship to your bladder? Just maybe ask yourself these questions. And in this inquiry, we can start to really listen to what am I holding on to? So the bladder is really this vessel, this container for holding all of the fluids that comes from the expelling from the kidneys to release any kind of toxins. You can keep going like this as I'm explaining. And so really the relationship of what the bladder holds is, do I have enough? Am I enough? Do I have enough or am I enough? So take a stop there and place both of your hands back onto your lower dantian and tune into your bladder and follow that bladder meridian that comes from the ears, crossing over your head, down the spine, all the way down into the back of the legs, into the feet. And really ask yourself, do you feel safe with the holding of your bladder? Or are you always constantly holding your urine until you have to go pee and then rush? Or can you be in that deep listening of like, oh, I'm ready to release. I'm ready to release. Take a few breaths here and just attune to these questions and these inquiries. And then from here, keep your hands, left hand over the right if you're a woman, right hand over left. And then just start to make a circle going from left to right. And we're going to do 8 circles going to left to right, stimulating, resourcing the bladder. And once you've come to 8, take a pause. And now we'll go the opposite side from right to left 8 times. And again, keep tuning in. Do I feel safe with my bladder, the holding? Do I sometimes lose a little bit of liquid of trying to hold it in my urine for too long? What is my relationship to am I being enough and do I have enough? And once you've done 8, just let your hands rest, notice, sense, and feel. Beautiful. So from here, we're going to move on to the next part in Medical Qigong, which is called tonification. So tonification is really now what we did. We warmed up. We warmed up our spine. We warmed up our wrists. We worked with our breath, regulating ourselves. We then moved into a cycle, which is called the purging and the releasing. And now we're going to cultivate that chi that's going to feed the kidneys, the bladder, which also connects to the brain health. So if you have a little water and you want to take a little sip of water, you can do that right now as we're working with the water element. And I hope everybody can still hear me okay because of my Wi-Fi. It's not the best, but I'm trusting. All right, so we're almost done. We're going to be 15 more minutes and then I'll be opening it up for any questions you have. So this is a really fun one. This is called Crushing Waves that was taught by my teacher, Stephanie Nosker. She's really amazing. She has a book called Follow Your Tao. If you're interested in studying more of Qigong, I can highly recommend her and I can send some recommendations to you. So You're going to place your hands facing down to the body of water that you're envisioning and seeing in front of you. And you're going to be leading with your hips, making a figure 8 left, and then you bring your hands over and then over to the right. So as you're closing your eyes and you're connecting with that body of water, the idea here is for you to feel the flowing of life, the flowing of water. So there is no wrong right here. It's just you and your connection with energy moving through from the bubbling point, which is this opening at the bottom of your feet, bringing that water element up through to the bladder and moving with this water. So keep visualizing. I don't know if any of you have watched airbenders, but if you can think of yourself as a water bender, you can bend the water, you can flow with life. And this is really where this concept of the Wu Wei comes in. Now, what does this mean? It means that we are effortlessly efforting. We're listening deeply to the flow of life that wants to flow through us. And so how do you want to express yourself moving and flowing through life in this water? And now taking a moment to go the opposite side, flowing from left perhaps to right, moving with your hips and move to that body of water and feel your connection. And so just noticing where it's tight or a little bit uncomfortable. Last 3 rounds at your own time. And then from here, keep your hands facing down to the earth and then bring them over, creating a figure 8. 1, bringing the water up, 2, and 3. And then having your hands rest at the side. So notice just how was that for you to flow with this concept of the Wu Wei? How does it show up in your life? Do you press? Do you over push? Or can you trust the flow of life in you? From here, we're going to be moving our feet a little bit wider than hip distance. So I'll stand like this so you can see. So for those of you who practice with me, you know this one. It's called the 5 yang tonification. You're going to gently bend your knees, just a slight bend in the knees. You're going to inhale and you're going to exhale. Inhale, catching this big ball of light. Exhale, slow pressing it back. Inhale, exhale. And so this is called the 5 yang tonification, meaning it's actually stimulating all of the meridian points that is connected to our yang organs. And my teacher, her teacher actually said that if we could do this every day, and normally it's recommended by Medical Qigong around 50 the minimum, you can have a really healthy nervous system and also immune system. So whenever I'm feeling a little sick or whenever I'm feeling a little down, I'll just like start doing this practice, nourishing all the yang organs. So close your eyes for me for a second here and really just allow the breath to guide the movement without you needing to signal your body what to do. Allow the movement to take you. To trust in the flow of life. I love this quote by Joseph Campbell. And he says, we must be willing to let go of the life that we planned so as to have the life that is waiting for us. And so in this movement, how can we surrender into the knowing that life is guiding us, that we can let go of all our plans and we can surrender into the knowing that we're always guided by the waters.
So at your own time, we'll do about 10 more of these. And just start to notice how this just becomes a natural flow. Start to see and feel if you can tune into the tingling sensations in your fingertips, or the energy that's moving through your arms and your fingertips and your hands. Last two, and then just come to a complete standstill when you're done and find yourself again in front of that body of water. And so in my personal practice, I've come to see that sometimes the body of water changes. Maybe now I'm feeling very drawn to waving, crushing waves from the beach, or a big waterfall that's washing over me. So just notice for yourself. Beautiful. And the next form that we're going to be moving, it's called the water wheel, the Taoist 5 movement. So it's been taught in many different ways, but the way that Stephanie teaches us is we're going to have our feet wider than hip distance apart, toes facing front. You're going to place your left hand onto your right kidney like this, and your right hand is going to be facing upwards towards the sky. So when we're working with the water element, we're really calling on the energy of the moon and the energy of the stars. And so I want you to imagine that as you're connecting with this starlight and this moonlight energy, you're magnetizing that energy into your hands. And as you twist to the right and you fold forward, you're scooping up water from that body of water that you've been connecting with the whole time. And imagine that it's washing over you, and then bring the hand back up. So the movement is like a water wheel. So inhale, twist to the right, exhale, move that energy, connecting with the water, pulling that water life force up into your body, and pause. And so again, you can close your eyes here if that feels good. And just allow yourself, and go slow. Because what I'm realizing with many of us is we want to push in Qigong and go fast. And the beauty is in the slowing down and the watching of the hand and the noticing of the energy that we're scooping up and nourishing ourselves with. So just check yourselves. Where am I in this flow of life? Keep connecting with your breath. And so a really good way to check your kidney vitality is notice how or if you're aging fast. Like if you're starting to see your quality of your bones kind of getting brittled, or your face are getting really wrinkly and dried out, these can all be symptoms of kidney depletion. So how can we bring back life force? By doing these simple forms. And we can age beautifully and healthy. We can have good quality of listening through the ears. Last 3. Another way to nourish your kidney chi is to sit by water and just be with the water. And your last one here, we're going to meet in the middle. So as you bring your arm up, connecting with the sky, reaching out, both hands facing down, connecting with the water. Inhale and exhale. We're going to shift. Bring your right hand now to your left kidney and your left hand facing up. Take a breath in, twist to the left, inhale, exhale, scoop, gather life force, water, washing, cleansing, clearing all over your body. moving slow and trusting the flow of life. If you're starting to feel a little dizzy, go a little bit slower. Take a moment to pause at the top, finding sweet balance. And coming back to the question, what is my relationship to rest? Do I give myself the gift of resting, of recharging my batteries? That is my two little kidneys in my body. Last three at your own time, slowly, mindfully, feeling. And when you're ready, bring your arms out and a T connecting again, arms facing, hands facing down. And then bringing the hands to the kidneys, breathing into both your kidneys. And now sense and feel the heat, if any. And so we're going to do two more movements. And before we go there, there is actually a sound for the kidneys. And the sound that we make in Medical Qigong is called chiri. So it's almost like you're bringing your teeth out. Chiri. CHREE is the sound. We're going to practice that today. This is a lot of fun. So you're going to inhale, connect with your kidneys, your life force. And you're going to exhale, bring your arms over. Chiri. Bring your hands in the back of your kidneys again. Inhale. Chiri. You can bend your knees a little bit here. Chi. Bring your hands back on your kidneys again. Breathing in life force through your hands into your kidneys. Inhale. Chiri. Last one, just because I love it so much. Inhale. Chiri. And then let your hands come to the side. Good. And to close off our practice before we seal, we're going to do the 8 chi movements. And first, maybe look at me, and then you can go into your practice as well. It's very important here to connect with the breath. So even if you, where I'm saying inhaling, you're exhaling, that's okay, but just keep weaving the breath. Because once you flow with the breath, we're now at this point where all of our channels are open so we can really access the chi. It looks like this: feet, hips distance apart, micro bend in the knee. Imagine that you have a ball of light in your hands. Inhale, gather. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, expand. Exhale, gather. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, push it down. Inhale, gather. So now you can join me. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, raise it up. Exhale, push it away. Inhale, widen. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, bring it close. Exhale, push it down. Inhale, gather. Exhale, bring it close. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, push it away. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, press it down. Inhale, gather.
Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, expand. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, bring it close. Exhale, push it down. And now keep going at your own pace. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Keep going at your own pace. Allow the movement and the breath to move you, the energy to take you. There's no wrong or right. It's just you and your life force moving as one, expressing through you. And at your own time, do 2 more rounds. And then just let your hands rest by the side. Notice, sense, and feel any subtle shifts in the energy body, in the mental body, or in the emotional body. And checking in with your water element. And now we're going to seal our practice with pulling heaven down from earth. So you can bring your feet a little bit closer so they're hip distance apart. And just like we're started, we're going to inhale, extend the arms out, bend the light little bit in the knees, reach the arms up to the heavens, catch that golden ball of light and pull that energy to wash and replenish and fill your body that is now open with golden liquid light. Like a water gushing through the front of your body, washing all your internal organs with health and vitality and radiant care in ball of light. And this time, let it drop and wash on organs all the way down into your sit bones, all the way down to your legs. Inhale, extend the arms up, reach up, catch that golden ball of light, and just feel that waterfall dropping in the center of your channel, filling every cell of your being from your star crown chakra all the way into your mind's eye, into your throat, into the center of your heart, into your solar plexus, into your sacral, and into your root. And then place your left hand on your right for women. Bring your feet together and take a moment here just to bow down to yourself. Bring your chin to your chest. Taking a moment here to just give thanks for this incredible body that we get to play with and work with, and to the element of water that continues to support us in our vitality and health. And bring your hands to your heart in gratitude for the teachers that shared the lineage of this work, as well as ourselves for showing up. Whew. Okay. So I am still on my phone and I hope everybody was able. Oh, now I can see everybody's face. It's amazing. So if any of you have any questions, please feel
free to reach out to me, and we'll be sharing the recording on our email list. So good to see your face, Constantia. Veronica, thank you for being here. Steve and Gerald, so good to have you all here. I hope you feel super yummy and nourished. And yeah, if you guys want, I can also share. I don't know if any of you are really into discovering Qigong, but I have some really incredible books to share that teaches you about the spirit and the Shen and all of the beautiful things, the elementals that works with this. It's really easy, and I'll send it to you. But the name of the book is Follow Your Tao by Stephanie Nosco, and I'll make sure to put that in the notes that I send out the recording. And I also have some more Qigong practices on my YouTube channel. So just search me on YouTube. I think it's Follow Your Bliss or Tish Lovejoy. I don't know. I'm not very good at this social thing, but if you want more practices, feel free to go check it out. So thank you for your time. I'm sending you all so many blessings. Much love. Mwah. Ciao, guys. Bye.